All right, motorcycle riders, I've got a 2015 Harley Breakout. I'm trying to put on some custom turn signals that I got from JP Cycles. They're Arlen Ness. Let me show you what they actually look like. They're really cool LEDs, really cool kind of a billet style to them, and it actually matches my headlight there. So I got these, and I got these thinking I'm not sure if they're going to fit in my stock locations or not. So I did the other side already, and the good news is that these particular turn signals that I have here fit in the stock actual placement where your original turn signals went. They use the same bracket and everything. I've actually got my original bracket linked up to it. I'm not going to show you how to do that because it's, in all honesty, kind of self-explanatory. Just look at the bracket, you can take it off, take off the actual turn signal, and go ahead and put it in to the little hole that you have for your custom ones. That being said, anything that kind of looks like this for the turn signals and has a little hole to place in the bolt there, to your stock bracket for your turn signals, it should work. So there you go. I just wanted to let you know that. And we're going to go ahead and show you how to do this. There's a little bit of wiring, kind of taking off some wiring, putting some on, kind of melding two pieces of wire together. That's going to be a part of this deal. But I want to show you how to do this, so we're going to get started on it right now. Okay, this is the right side that I've already finished up. I haven't put everything together here, but I wanted to show you. Let's see if I can get you some light here. How it is on there now. Everything's a little loose right now. I've got to tighten everything up. But there it is compared to the light, the headlight there. It looks great. And again, it uses the same bracket. Let me see if I can get some more light here. It uses the same bracket as what you would use for your stock turn signals. So you just put it on together and bolt it on, and it works out just fine here. I did have to do a little bit of rewiring. I had to cut the original wires off the original standard turn signals, and I had to meld it together with the wires that came with the light itself. I kind of made a quick little patch job with some shrink wrap here, heat shrink, and it worked out pretty good. It all works very nicely. And again, we're going to go ahead and do the left side now and kind of give you a step-by-step when it comes to disassembling the standard turn signal and then reapplying the new custom turn signal that we have here. Okay, so here is the left side of my Harley Breakout. This is where I just took off the bracket that was holding up the standard signal, and there you can see it's just angling there. There it is, right there. Doot, doot, doot. What are the parts that you're going to need in order to get this job done? I have some pretty impressive wire cutters here. Here they are. Obviously, you don't need some that are this heavy duty, but this is what I have in the garage right now. So you'll need those. You're going to need some wire strippers and the crimper. This will do you just fine. The wires that are inside this standard turn signal is 22 gauge. It's at the bottom, 20 to 22. So that's what you're going to be using to strip the wires. The same thing can be said on the custom turn signal, the wires on that. On top of that, you'll also need flathead screwdriver. There you go. There's your flathead screwdriver. And if you're going to get super fancy with me here, you're definitely going to need some of the heat shrink that we have there. You'll need a lighter as well. You got a lighter right here. Here's your lighter. And you are also going to need some heat shrink splice connectors. Again, you're going to want to have something close to 20 to 22. This one right here is 22 to 18 gauge wire, so this is exactly what you'll need. It's the red color ones to do this job right. And you may need also a X-Acto knife. I've got one of these. I've got a set here. You might need that X-Acto knife, and I'm going to show you the reason why in just a quick second. In fact, that's going to be almost the first thing that we do. Now, you can do it the hard way, which is what I did, and what that entails is going into the actual light itself, the housing itself, and cutting out the wires from the back of the actual light fixture here, and then using your X-Acto knife to cut away the rubber that's at the top that's inside of this housing, and that'll help you to relieve the entire wire set of these cables from the stock turn signal itself. Or if you want, you could technically cut the wires right here at the top of the turn signal here. There should be plenty of length for you to work with, and the custom wires with the turn signal here, there's plenty of wire here to work with. So you could technically do that. I think we're gonna go ahead and just do it the hard way. Okay, so here we go. The first thing that we're going to do is we got to take off this orange cap here, right? And at one of the seams is a little divot that you can put a flathead screwdriver. Do you see that? There's your divot right there. And that's going to help you pry this thing open. So we're going to do that right now. There we go. All right, so we've gotten that off. And now we're dealing with the light bulb, right? So let's go ahead and take out the light bulb. All right, so we've got that taken care of. We got those two things off. Now comes the hard part. This is the hard part, at least what I had a hard time with the first one. Now, I don't know if you can see this. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer. But there are two sections to the inside of this. There's actually a rubber gasket that's surrounding the chrome plastic that you see here. It's kind of hard to see in the light here, but there is a rubber kind of gasket that's right behind this thing that kind of envelops the back of this plastic chrome kind of piece inside the turn signal. So this is where we're going to have a hard time trying to get this out. It's basically prying it out. Again, this is you not ever using this stock blinker ever again, so you might do some damage like I did on the first one over there on the right. So we're going to try to open this up, and you can see I'm already starting to you know, scratch it up here, but it's hard to get. All right, so there we go. It comes out like so. All right, and there's the rubber gasket as well. Okay, once you've done that, notice on the inside, and let's see if we can get you on the inside here. Of course not, you can't see inside there. But there are wires, 3 of them, that are connected to the back of this thing. There's 3. The colors are black, blue, and purple. All right, that being said, your custom turn signals, which are over here, are black, blue, and red. Okay, so when it comes to splicing these together, which is what we're going to do, there you go, that's a better view of those wires right there. What we're going to do is black goes to black, blue goes to blue, and the purple that you see there is going to be your red color to your custom blinkers. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to grab my clippers and we're going to snip right at the butt of this blinker thing. Again, we're never going to use these again, so that's how I'm doing this. So let's go ahead and plop you down right there. We're going to put my clippers, there are my clippers, and there we go. All right, so that's done. Now, again, that was one of the harder parts, but there is even further some harder parts that we've got to go into. Now, remember when I said there's a rubber piece inside? Well, there it is at the top. And it kind of blocks any kind of water going into the blinker, which is great. But it gives us a very difficult time on trying to get these wires out, which is why, again, I have my X-Acto knife, and we're going to be doing some surgery on this little rubber piece. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start the surgery now on this. Again, be gentle because these are extremely sharp, and you can see how much it splits. And we don't want to cut into the wires themselves. So just take it easy and watch what you're doing as you cut into the rubber here. You're going to start to see the color of the wires, and that's when you can start working on a different section. All right, there's a little bit of the color here.